Guys, I've been meaning to do a video about how in my community there are red vehicles parked at every parking lot. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna demonstrate this real quick, just like this individual right here in this car. You got a red vehicle right here, right? Now I believe that, like I say, there's no coincidences in my life and what I pick up. You know, I'm very analytical by nature, so I pick up on everything. So like I just mentioned, that what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys, I'm going to walk in a circle around my apartments complex and show you guys how there are red cars stationed at every end. Okay, so there's a red car stationed at that end right there, right? This red van just pulled up at this end. Okay, I'm trying to be, you know, inconspicuous as possible. That way I don't bring any unnecessary attention to myself. Okay, so okay, this guy just comes out with a red bag. But it's interesting, the guy just came out with a huge red bag. But yeah, like we see this this red van right here, right? So now I'm coming around this corner, and for some of you guys this may be just nothing significant, you know what I'm saying? But if you're individual like me, you know what I'm saying, that's a targeted individual, so-called targeted individual, then your awareness is enhanced and you pick up on everything. So we got a red vehicle right here, another red Jeep right there. We have this red vehicle right here. I don't even know if I'm picking this stuff up, but it's a red vehicle right here. And then, as I said, we come up on the end and here's a red truck. Okay, now I'm going to come around this corner right here and there's a red vehicle right here. Hopefully I have enough memory on my phone so it doesn't shut off. But we got a red vehicle right here, two red vehicles. Okay, now you have different color vehicles, but I'm saying that all these vehicles are at the end. All these red vehicles are actually at the end of these parking lots, and that's not by coincidence. You know, they may not be directly like the last vehicle at the end of the parking lot, but nevertheless they're at least like 2 parking spots down. All right, and that's very significant, because if you're dealing with Freemasonry, you know that they communicate through symbols, colors, you know, hand signs, different gestures, numbers and words, you know what I'm saying? So like right here, okay, you got another red vehicle stationed at the end. I can keep going all the way down. Okay, there's always going to be a red vehicle parked in these parking lots. How you doing? Hey, you looking all crazy. Okay, so excuse me, guys. All right, so we have another red vehicle right here. It's not directly at the end, but we do have a red truck right here at the end of this parking lot. Like I said, it's 2 spaces down. Same thing right here. We have a red truck right here. Now I'm not about to walk all the way down there because I want to get on another subject real quick, but I've just been meaning to capture that on video. It's not a coincidence. And funny thing, look, I'm looking at the moon right now. It's like 5 o'clock in the evening, and The moon is out. All right, so hold on, guys. Let me cross the street real quick. Okay, so I can almost guarantee you that it's not just in my neighborhood. You know, cars like that are not just, the red vehicles are not just stationed at every end of a parking lot, just in my neighborhood. I'm quite sure it's like that pretty much everywhere you go, you know, because, hold on. There are Freemason lodges all over the world, throughout every city, multiple lodges, you know, throughout every city. And I was watching a gang stalking video about a year ago. This woman was talking about how she's from the same state that I'm in, and she was saying how 80 to 90% of the population are Freemasons. You know, they're affiliated with Freemasons in some way. So when you're talking about 80 to 90% of the population of a state, that encompasses every city. There's a red vehicle right here behind me pulling up, but that may not be, you know, significant, but it may be. But that encompasses every city, town, throughout a whole, you know, state. And when she said that provided me with a lot of clarity as to why it seems like the majority of the people I come into contact with are actually gang stalkers. You know, and I know it's spiritual warfare, you know what I'm saying? Freemasonry is demonic. Okay, so these individuals that are affiliated with Freemasonry are demonic individuals that take part in rituals, sacrifices, you know, the dark arts, dark witchcraft. So it makes sense. You know, I don't think her mentioning that, making a statement that 80 to 90% of the population is are Freemasons is an overstatement. I believe it's very accurate. And I don't believe she would have made that statement if, you know, she wasn't confident in that, if she didn't have solid proof. So I back her up on that statement. And I believe that applies to many states throughout this country, and also throughout the world, you know, different countries. So okay, now I want to talk just a little bit briefly about I just viewed a video from a recent subscriber, and she spoke about how, you know, she's a targeted individual, and she spoke about star seeds and how she's an indigo star seed, you know, and how she believes that targeted individuals are star seeds as well. And I'm a star seed. I don't think I've ever brought that up in any of my other videos. Maybe I have, but the reason why I didn't is because I didn't want to I'm trying to stick to a certain theme, you know, and what I'm providing on my channel. But I know that was her making a comment and subscribing to my channel, and then me viewing her channel and resonating with everything that she spoke about was my cue to go on ahead and speak about it. You know, that's divine synchronicity. So I'm gonna speak a little bit about star seeds, because in 2012 I was on my way to the store, and I vividly remember the word starseed popping up in my head, and that word resonated with me so strong that as soon as I got back and I got in the house, I got on my laptop and I Googled it. Oh, okay, they still here. And you know, it had a quiz of the different characteristics of star seeds. You know, you have different types of star seeds. You have indigo, which I'm an indigo. You have blue rays. You have rainbows. You have crystals. You know, and there's a lot more. You know, and we all have our own unique gifts and abilities. There's also star seeds that encompass many different characteristics. You know, you may have a star seed that is actually an indigo and a blue ray and a crystal, you know, and a rainbow. I believe that may be the case with me. But it's very significant in pertaining to gain stalking, because star seeds are light bringers. You know, we incarnated here to Mother Earth in order to bring enlightenment, love into the world, to actually usher in a new age, you know, of evolution and consciousness, a consciousness shift, higher consciousness. And we hear a lot of talk about the New World Order, but that's already been going on, you know what I'm saying, like for years, you know, like the 50s, you know, that's already been so-called established, you know, but they just use that as fear propaganda, you know what I'm saying? But they've already done that, because you hear people talk about World War III. It's going to be a World War III, but that's already started. You know, it's World War III is psychological warfare. It's not an actual physical war. So World War III has already started. You talk about the psychological warfare aspect of mind control through the media, you know, the mass media, through the television networks, through the music industry, you know, many different platforms used to program mankind